This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Welcome to News 25 here on KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio. I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and today is Friday, September 10th. Well, a property that has had several fires previously had another fire this morning. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies and auxiliary units were dispatched to a fully engulfed structure fire this morning. The two-story stick-built house in reportedly poor condition is being investigated as a suspicious fire by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Services. The state fire marshal has been contacted as well to investigate. Traffic was blocked around the scene on Pahrump's south side by Nye County Sheriff's Office auxiliary units. As crews were en route, they observed a large dark smoke column on the south side of town. There were multiple exposures and several vehicles and at least one RV that caught fire and were destroyed. Multiple explosions were also reported during the fire, possibly from propane or ammunition. No residents were at home at the time of the incident. There was a report of a black pickup truck at the property before the fire started. Crews commenced an exterior attack on the fire, which was extinguished in short fashion. The property has had previous fires on it, including another structure and a swimming pool that was filled with trash. If you have any information, you can call the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000 or Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue at 775-727-5658. And one person was medically evaluated this afternoon at the scene of a two-vehicle crash that occurred on Highway 160 and Blosser Ranch Road. Nevada Highway Patrol is conducting that accident investigation. The Nye County Sheriff's Office Department and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were also dispatched to the scene at Blosser Ranch Road. Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office is inviting the community to a second annual Faith and Blue Initiative 5K Fun Run. The Walk, Run, and Roll event kicks off tomorrow morning at Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. Nye County Sheriff's Office Chaplain Don Bolden says registration is free.
So Faith and Blue Initiative is a national-wide program, law enforcement program that started 2 years ago. This will be our second annual, and it's all about reconnecting churches with law enforcement. Tomorrow, Saturday at 9 a.m., come early to register, and it's our 5K run, walk, and roll. So if you have a bicycle, a tricycle, even a wheelchair, come on down and have some fun. Ian Deutsch Memorial Park on Honeysuckle Road, and the starting lineup will be right at the gazebo in the center of the park.
How much is registration?
It's free.
Wow.
Free to the community. Again, we're just trying to raise awareness. You'll get a free t-shirt, water, and a lot of fun.
So many things happening tomorrow on September 11th. Well, a Pahrump woman is in the fight for her life. Deb Marquez is battling colon cancer, and she's hopeful a trip to Mexico might be able to heal her. Brad Francis explains.
Deb Marquez and her husband JB run J-Mark Customs Motorcycle Service Center in Pahrump. Last fall, Deb was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Weeks of grueling treatment, including radiation and chemotherapy, shrank the tumor 30%, but she wasn't out of the woods just yet.
They were unable to remove the tumor at the time that they tried, so we're hoping that the conventional United States therapies shrink the tumor enough so that they can go in and remove it. I want to be well. I'm not expecting healing because that's all up to the good Lord. But I want to be healthy enough that I can enjoy my family.
It's been very difficult, but we keep a positive attitude as best we can. That's all anybody can do.
After 5 rounds of treatment, Deb had lost so much weight her doctor had to delay the next round so she could recover. Meantime, Deb and her family did a little research, and they discovered another option, a program in Mexico that offers an unconventional treatment program from an organization called CHIPSA. The only problem is the treatment is not FDA approved, so their insurance won't cover the cost.
I'm looking at a place called CHIPSA Hospital in Mexico. And they just offer a lot of hope through building your body up and getting you healthy and then doing immunotherapies. They will do a little bit of radiation or a little bit of chemotherapy, but it won't be like what I'm getting here. the overall outlook for them is to get me healthy and happy and functioning again. It runs just under $40,000 to go down there, and it's an inpatient 3-week program. The stories I've seen and watched videos and things have been just nothing but very positive. People come away from there very successfully. They are ready to receive me as soon as I have the funds.
The reason we're going to Mexico is that they're going to do things that are not approved or FDA approved or accepted, or medical treatment that's normally in the United States. It's more unconventional, holistic type immunotherapies, things that our medical stuff doesn't do in the United States. Yeah, because a lot of people get weirded out about, oh, you got to leave the country. Of course, not everybody's healed, but this is a lot better for her physically. The chemo has been really rough the last couple of weeks. She just got off of using a walker because of the chemo side effects. So to see that in comparison.
Deb's son Jason has created a GoFundMe account, hoping to raise money to help cover the cost of the CHPSA treatment program in Mexico. He even produced a moving video that's posted to GoFundMe. Deb has also received additional help from the local community.
In February, a large group came together and did a run, and it was an amazing turnout, absolutely amazing run. And they provided us with enough to take care of all of our uninsured expenses from last year.
If you'd like to help Deb pay for her cancer treatment, you can donate through GoFundMe.com. Just search for Jason Marquez. You can also call Jason directly at 775-870-7205, or you can stop by J-Mar Customs at 1271 Highway 160 in Pahrump.
Well, you know, all of us are rooting for Deb and the whole Marquez family. Definitely, if you can help her out, do that. And we'll keep you posted on her story. We'll be back in just a moment with more about what's going on with a powwow happening in November.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, at the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting, a specific agenda item caused a slight fracas when it was brought up before the board's approval. For more on this, here's Matthew Davis.
Agenda item 14 was supposed to be a simple request for waiving land usage fees at Petrick Park for the nonprofit organization Pahrump Social Powwow during their event scheduled to be held November 18th through the 21st of this year.
I believe we have someone here that wants to speak to us on the matter. Jim Hanna, are you there?
Come on down.
Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the request to waive.
I'll second it too.
All right, don't oversell it, Hannah. I have a motion and a second.
After the motion to approve the waiving of land usage fees, Commissioners Carboni and Cox had this to say.
Go ahead.
There has been issues before with this particular event. It has to do with weapons.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you might want to make that kind of clear that wherever, because I know this is an issue with the Indians, if you will, that do not want us to carry weapons. So again, I mean, you might want to make that noted in any of the postings that you have out there when you do this event. Because we've had some big issues with this.
As a matter of fact, it's unconstitutional to tell people they can't carry weapons on town property and county property. So we really don't have any choice. We can't go around telling people you have to take your weapons off, because you're only, basically using a portion of the park anyway. You're not using the whole entire park. So we've not had a problem, never had a problem. Those people live here, they pay taxes here, and they have a right to go to events with their guns on here, because that's the way Pahrump is. Thank you.
Now, it is accurate that Nevada state law does not allow individuals in a public place to have any limits placed on open carry of a firearm, and citizens may have a concealed weapon provided they have obtained the appropriate permits. What has been requested by event organizers is that participants not open carry out of respect for cultural practices of Native American tribes.
I want to thank you, commissioners, for waiving the fee. And regarding the gun issue, nationwide powwows, we don't allow alcohol, drugs, or weapons. We've been very, very fortunate. We've not had a problem in the 22 years of powwows here, and we hope never to have any problems. So I understand some people's issues about open carry. If you're concealed carry, we don't know it, we don't see it. But open carry is not proper for a Native American gathering.
Open carry is legal in Nye County, and it's legal all over the United States in most places. So we can't take away from somebody to give to somebody else. We just all have to live with what we have. Sorry.
In a statement provided to KPVM, the Nye County Sheriff's Office has stated that they are not aware of any previous acts of violence that have occurred at a Pahrump powwow.
Well, a traffic stop here in Pahrump ends with the arrest of a man for possession of a stolen vehicle.
Ryan Wood is under arrest and facing 1 count of possessing a stolen vehicle. The Nye County Sheriff's Office stopped a recreational vehicle with an Arizona plate at Higley Road and Commercial Drive. That RV had been reported stolen from an address on East Alfalfa Street in Pahrump. Deputies questioned 2 occupants of the vehicle, including Wood, who was identified as the driver. Officers discovered Wood had 2 failure to appear misdemeanor traffic warrants out of Pahrump Justice Court. In the arrest report, deputies say Wood explained that his boss told him he could take the RV and keep it for himself. But deputies say they called his boss, who said he did not tell Wood that he could steal the RV from the property. A check of the RV's VIN number indicated the vehicle had been reported stolen. Officers called the registered owner of the vehicle. She said she didn't know Ryan Wood and went on to say she did not give him permission to drive the vehicle. Based on that information, Wood was placed under arrest and booked into the Nye County Detention Center.
Thanks to Brad Francis for that report. Well, as kids head back to the classroom, they may worry about getting teased by other students for wearing a mask if it's not required. A pediatric psychologist with Cleveland Clinic Children's offers some advice.
I think parents can do a lot to help their kids understand. And, you know, maybe this is a good thing and a bad wrapping. Teaching kids early that people have different opinions. And every family is different.
Dr. Vanessa Jensen says parents can coach their kids on how to respond. For example, a child can simply say their mom or dad wants them to wear a mask because they think it's safe and they trust their opinion. Or they could say they have a sick relative at home. She says if your child does start to ask questions about why they have to wear a mask, make sure to explain it in a way they can understand. Your reasons don't have to be complicated. The same goes for the COVID-19 vaccine. She says another tip is to model good behavior for your kids. If they see you are accepting and respectful of other people's opinions, they are more likely to be as well.
And if kids don't want to wear masks, and they say, my family says it's okay not to, kids can say, okay, that's your family's choice. That's cool. You know, I respect you for doing that. We can still be friends. We can still play. You know, we don't have to make everything into a big deal.
Dr. Jensen says if the teasing turns into bullying and starts to affect your child's mental health, you should talk to their school.
We'll return in just a moment with more local news.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on.
Well, for today's Save a Pet, we're back in the yard at Desert Haven Animal Society. That's where we find Darby O'Donnell, who introduces us to Harry.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Harry. Harry is a beautiful 4-year-old husky. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. He does also have a brown and a blue eye. The blue eye is very, very, very icy blue, almost like a white. Beautiful husky though. He actually has the black on the top and a bunch of black and gray and white all over. His little legs are all white and everything. Large dog, very mellow personality, which is so interesting for a husky because usually they are very high energy, but he's actually very calm, a very easygoing kind of personality. Right now, if you do go and see some photos of him, he does have some patchiness. That's because his undercoat is currently being shed. So there's nothing wrong with him. He doesn't have any skin conditions or anything like that. He just needs a good brush out and a good bath and probably like a little grooming, and then he would be all good to go. But if you want to come and see Harry or any of his friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society, you can give them a call at 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society.
You know, we've been seeing a lot more Huskies at Desert Haven lately, so if you're in the market for a Husky, and everybody is, check it out. Well, solid-state hard drives are becoming more commonplace in PCs and laptops. In today's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne explains why they are such a great option.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrump Zone Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. Technology is always coming out with a claim to make your computer faster, but sadly, most of these innovations leave us totally disappointed. That trend has changed. Here's why you need a solid-state hard drive now. Part 3. Solid-state hard drives allow your computer to boot up much faster. Take a look at this test. See how quickly the laptop with the solid-state hard drive is booting up compared to the laptop with the standard spinning hard drive? Great Computer Deals is here to help you upgrade your computer or provide a new one that will help you benefit from this awesome solid-state technology for way less than you think. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
You know, the Pahrump Neighborhood Cleanup is having a cleanup tomorrow, and we got to talk a little bit about this. It is on the National Day of Service and Remembrance, which is 9/11 tomorrow. So some of the area churches and, of course, the Pahrump Lands Committee got together and asked us here at the Neighborhood Cleanup, and you know that that's something I created, if we would do a cleanup tomorrow on this day. We know that there's a lot of other 9/11 events going on, but they really wanted to honor and remember this as a day of service. So the Pahrump Neighborhood Cleanup is having a cleanup on September 11th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. We want to meet at the Bob Roode Community Center. We usually do that around 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning. There is, of course, bags and gloves and all of your supplies, including water. There's even some trash bags and some items to use to pick up some of the trash there. So we're asking anybody to come on down, bring your pickup truck, bring your trailers. We are also thanking Pahrump Valley Disposal for putting a bin right there at the Bob Roode Community Center for us to dump the items into. And there's different areas that we will be cleaning up and getting ready for the Pahrump Fall Festival. So if you want to find out more, of course, you can go onto the Pahrump Neighborhood Cleanup's Facebook page. Of course, you can just stop on by tomorrow, that's Saturday morning, at 8:30 at the Bob Roode Community Center at the corner of Highway 160 and Basin Avenue. And
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
taking a look outside at those beautiful clouds, we're going to have John here after the break to tell us what's in store for our weather. I got cut off of that.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Happy Friday. Good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, and what a delight to make it all the way to the end of the week. Hooray, we're all heroes in our own way. Look at the weather, man. It's starting to cool off, turning into some nice weather up and down the state. Look at this, 80s, mid-80s. From Fernley all the way down to Goldfield, really, top part of the state. You're marching in step. Beatty, you've got 98 degrees. Amargosa finally off the danger territory at 104 degrees, along with Vegas, 103. You're off the danger watch list, folks, in Vegas. Yay. Death Valley, forget about it. You got it's 113. Here in the paradise of Pahrump, well, let's take a look. 98 degrees feels pretty good right this second. It was 102 a little bit earlier, and that felt pretty good too. Winds out of the south-southwest to 18 miles per hour. That's average speeds. There were some bigger gusts than that this afternoon, and we saw a little bit of rain puddling up on the windshield as driving around town. The humidity at 20%, actually increasing as we go along through the day. Sun rose this morning at 6:23 a.m. and it'll set this evening at about 6:58 p.m. So looking forward to sunset at about 7 bells, and with those partly cloudy skies heading towards evening, should be a beauty. Let's see, 29% humidity this evening. Yeah, we're going to see some sprinkles here and there. I don't think it's going to be like measurable rain, but I got a feeling in my big toe, don't you know? As we head on into the week, though, look at this, clear skies all the way, beautiful clear skies. Winds averaging about 12, 13 miles per hour as we head on through the week, and temperatures averaging on the high side right at about 100 or a little less, and on the low side about 70, mid-60s. It's actually pretty pleasant. And a beautiful fall weekend we shall have in store for us, so look forward to that. Back to the desk on a Friday. Here's Deanna.
All right, quick reminder, 20th anniversary of 9/11 tomorrow at the Rotary Club at 8:30 in the morning, at the Calvada I Kiwanis Club 5 p.m. at Petrick Park, and the neighborhood cleanup at 9 a.m. at the Bob Rood Community Center. We're going to have a pizza party afterwards, thanks to Little Caesars. We'll see you there, and we'll see you back here on Monday. Good night.